Okay.
This is Chuck and Val.
Hey,
I'm Val and this is Chuck.
I'm Chuck. I'm the guitar player for the rock band 8 Ball, and this is Val.
Bass player for 8 Ball.
Hey, and we're just coming to you today to discuss some things that's been on our mind and see what y'all guys think about it.
We do want to do some shout outs real quick for
Right.
some of the guys that do help us out a lot and keep us a little notarized in other areas that we can't reach.
Yeah, people that keep us out in circulations. I'd like to give a big shout out to Big Al and A to Z Radio.net.
Yep.
And Moon Man also on there. They play our songs.
Help us out a lot with
Yeah.
that. And then the Steve-O.
Steve Mann and Steve O's music. He also they share our music a whole lot. Steve does. He's a great guy.
And then we do good on Facebook, our personal pages. We got a lot of friends that do help us out there. Wish we'd have a lot more of our friends jump in and help us out and push our band YouTube for us. I don't know what to say here.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, also to the Loud Spot, they just recently interviewed Val and I. Shout out to Sebastian, Jordan, and Mike. We appreciate that opportunity to be on your podcast, and hope to do it again soon. And so that's what we're talking about today is networking. And on Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, we see a lot of not networking.
This is true.
Yeah, no matter what you do.
I don't understand why people are like this, especially in the music world. It's always been like this, and it's ridiculous. Everybody dog out for themselves, and they end up shooting themselves in the foot, then helping each other out. Because it only takes one guy to like your page, and you go back and like his page. It's that simple. You don't have to just hound everybody. You ain't never going to get big. You ain't never going to do anything. Yeah, we don't help each other out anymore.
Right, and we're all in good company. There's been a lot of other people before us that's had $1 million record deals that, they say once you get a record deal, that's just day one of being a musician. In most bands, regardless of how talented they are, or how fast, how good looking, or how whatever it is, they crash and burn. This organization has like a 98% failure rate as far as if you're going to make it, fame and fortune.
Right.
But some things that we're talking about is like sharing. For a perfect example, I got a couple of them. There's a couple of radio stations that would say, "Hey, band, send me your music," and so on their thread on Facebook, it'd be 40 or 50 bands. They'd fly by, drop their link, and then disappear. So a couple times I've said in these threads, "Hey guys and girls, let's go to each other's Facebook page and their YouTube page, like and subscribe, follow. It doesn't take nothing.
It don't cost anything.
No, it's free." And I did it. I did it took a few days for me to go through everybody, and I went to all these bands' YouTube channels, subscribed to them, watched their latest video, and made a comment. Hey, that's a great looking guitar. I didn't have to like the music. The music doesn't matter. Some music was my appeal to me. Some of it didn't. But I found something that appealed, and I commented. I did this at least twice on 2 different threads. And out of all these 20 or 30 bands, one person returned the favor. The rest of the bands,
probably never even knew you even did anything. They never go back to check.
But it looks like you don't give a rat's butt about it, and that's discouraging. And we see radio stations do the same thing. They'll say, "Hey, send us your links," and we'll like. I make it a point to say, "Hey, follow back." We follow everybody. Spotify's another one. And it's just ghost town. Everybody's in their own corners, protecting themselves, and let's network, and then they don't network. And then another perfect example is we got a friend of ours, no names mentioned, plays on Broadway in Nashville. There's probably 400 or 500 musicians that play up and down that strip every stinking night. I said, "Man, you must be doing a lot of networking." And he said, "No. Because they don't network. They're all out they're like drowning rats. They're all trying to climb on top of each other. And it shouldn't be like that."
And there's a lot of great musicians in Nashville, but there's no good bands. What I mean by that is that they're all out for number one. They don't spend no time, they don't put a good band together and stay together long enough to make it a phenomenal band. They might be great players all at one time, but you know it's a great player all at one time. There's no chemistry there. There's no I don't know what you say. I don't know how to put it.
There's no camaraderie. It's just they're drowning rats.
And it makes them look bad in the long run to me, instead of just join a damn band like people used to do and pitch that.
Slug it out. In fact, we played a show a few years ago, not mentioned nowhere, but one of the promoters said, hey, we got you back. We're all in this together. We're going to help you out. And we sunk a lot of money in that show. And 5 minutes after the show was over, we're like, hey, how about giving us a hand? And he said, I can't help you, and walked away. So, not mentioning that guy's name, that guy's a dick. But that's standard operating procedure, and it shouldn't be like that. We should all be team players. You know, we're not all writing the same style of music.
And it don't matter what you do on the way up.
No.
Because it's the way back down, and believe me, you're only up for a second. I don't care who you are. I mean, you can look at any major act. They're only hot when they're hot, and then when they're not, they're back in the bar scenes just like everybody else, trying to stay afloat, yelling at people, trying to get likes, trying to keep interest in them. So keep that in mind. Stop dicking around and.
Yeah, and one more thing before we go. Now we got the bands and the band members and all those people out of the way. Like I said, here's one more example. I'm on a country music songwriting thread on Facebook, a group. Now I mentioned it. The guy who does it's a wonderful guy. Talked to him several times on the phone. His heart's in all the right places, and we're all you know, we throw titles out and try to get songs, lines put on these songs. And I've been doing it for like 5 years. And I can post, after everything's said and done, I can post one of our videos on it. This thing's got almost 900 people on this group. And I can post one of our videos. It might get 3 looks, three likes out of all these people, all this private group. But I'm not the only one. Other people that share the videos, I'm probably one of the only few people to go look. I'll go look at it, watch it, listen to it, say something nice about it, and then subscribe and get out of there. The lay people don't even do this.
Best way to shoot yourself in the foot, be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Or Richard, but don't be a dick. And one more thing, as a music listener, if you, hey, we all like the '80s. We survived the '80s. We grew up in it. Most of us our age cut our teeth on the '80s. It's great music, but there's a lot more music out there. There's like the '90s, 2000s. There's bands like us. I just checked out a band the other day called All Sinners. They don't even know I exist, but man, their music's pretty killer. I'm gonna see if they watch this and holler back. So that's the test. But they got new music and it's great. So as a listener, enjoy the older stuff and enjoy the stuff that makes you remind you of your youth. But open your door and put something new on your plate too. There's plenty of, not just us, you know, there's a lot of great bands out there that have great music. Even the classic, as I spoke in the last one, the classic rock bands, Journey, you know, Loverboy, bands of Rick Springfield, Bryan Adams, they all got, and John Bon Jovi, they all got new music, and you probably couldn't tell me one new song they got. When it's, you know, I know it's not Living on a Prayer, but it's great stuff. It's go ahead.
Well, yeah, but in the self-defense of that, they got a built-in audience that they've always had, but they're not going to grow anymore because the audience ain't letting it grow anymore because they're not willing to share it to the newer audience out there to even be pushed that way. So if people ain't out there resharing and helping out and pushing it into other areas, nobody else is going to know but the little clique you're in. And that little clique that you're in ain't going to get you no bigger than that. You know?
Right. So all bands, band members, band players, musicians, hey, let's work together. You know, we're all on the same team. We're trying to entertain people, give them some relief from their day, help them not think about how hard life can be sometimes.
Share shows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We might be in Nashville. You might be in Memphis. Well, come on in. We'll do a show with you in there. Take us to Memphis. We'll do a show in Memphis with you, or wherever. You know what I mean? It don't matter what states, especially us. We're ready to go wherever. It don't make any difference. But with any bands at all, drag some bands along with you. If you got a little bit of a following and something happened, bring some other bands up that ain't got nothing going on. Help them out because they may be the next big thing that drags you back up in the spotlight while you're there momentarily. Remember that. I
mean, just for another reference real quick, is that one person I told you about that I said was a dick, who said he was wanting to help us. He knows who he is already. We needed some different musicians here recently, and his name was brought up. And the only thing we did that hurt, not to hurt him intentionally, but he lost a job where he could have made $200 or $300 because we said no, don't call him.
And that's all they ever do is make that kind of money.
So yeah,
I mean, that's.
I don't dislike the guy,
Crumbs.
but just be honest up front. If you're quit being a damn drowning rat. That's so aggravating. But anyway, that's all we got for now. And check us out at 8ballrocks.com. Our website is currently being rebuilt, so there should be some new stuff on there soon. We got a YouTube channel, the official 8Ball.
You have to spell these out. It can't be the A, because if you do that, it automatically goes to a rapper. And this guy's probably a great guy. Don't get me wrong. So check him out as well.
Yeah.
But spell out the whole name 8Ball, and you'll find us.
Gotcha.
Pretty much in every platform.
We're everywhere. We're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So that's all we got for now. We'll see you next time.